babes, how are you? If you're new, hi, welcome. My name is Michelle, and this is another celebrity tarot. We are going to go with what is it? Oh, Trisha's new podcast. We're gonna see what she's gonna be talking about and how it's gonna look. It shouldn't be this long of a video. I want to remind you guys that all my readings are no dates. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. Keep in mind that roles can be reversed in between energies. As I always say, I run no daycare. This is general and legal disclaimer. This is all for your entertainment purposes only, as everything said and mentioned here is allegedly throughout the whole video. So let's see. Trisha. So we got here the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands in the reverse, the Empress in the reverse, Five of Coins, Ten of Cups, Two of Coins, Five of Wands in reverse, and the Moon. So we got Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, Sagittarius, Venus, the planet, which is Libra. For me, Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, and Scorpio again. Anywho, so it's talking about she is doing this to recover from the loss from the other podcast that she had with Colleen. I do feel that she feels more like herself, and she will be able to feel, of course, more like herself. She's also doing the podcast as well because she also got a lot of like good reviews about it, where people be like, hey, you should make your own podcast, like you should leave the idea out just because Colleen this did or Colleen did that, right? I do see that she does feel a little bit overwhelmed, and she may feel overwhelmed because she does have her normal channel, the ASMR, and now she has the podcast one. So also, she is also in this maternal energy. She's embodying her feminine energy, and I feel like she's feeling good, and she's actually going to be attracting a lot of positive things, I do feel that she is trying her best because she feels disconnected to families and other content creators, and where she thought she was not going to get as much support. Allegedly, she thought she was going to get more support with Colleen, which allegedly was why one of the other reasons why she did it with Colleen as well, because Colleen, in the way she performed, allegedly made her believe that she will get more views if she was with her, because allegedly, Trisha has been, it's like a controversial situation with her, but I do think it's like she was very young and naive, and that she just grew out of it. Again, opinion. But either way, putting my opinion aside, I feel like she believed that, and she never thought that somebody will support her podcast, and allegedly she was, shown otherwise, and she was very shocked. And knowing that she's not as connected to some big celebrities anymore or creators anymore, that's why she was hesitant. But giving the good review that she got back, she did it. Now, I do feel right here that her harmony has been restored when it comes to this, because she did spend a lot of money allegedly in the podcast before, and she was very excited to do it. To be honest, she was very excited, very happy, and then she listened to her intuition, and she just gave herself the it's a leap of faith, right? She has a very, very good connection with her hubby or her man, and he said the same thing, that he supported her. I do feel right here that, there's going to be challenges in this podcast. A lot of mixed reviews, because, some people just like to hate. I also see right here that allegedly there's an important interview with someone, and where they're coming clean. So it's going to be one of the biggest hits of her podcast. Allegedly is going to be somebody, I don't know if it's going to be allegedly Colleen again, and where she's going to interview her allegedly, or somebody who was even more controversial than Colleen, and where people were not expecting this duo. People were going to say on the internet, I never expected this duo. Again, even if it was Colleen, right, is not somebody she is friends with. She's just making a podcast with this person or interviewing this person. But if it's not Colleen, which I'm hoping it's not, as she claimed that she is done talking to Colleen. But either way, if not, it's either or her or Shane Dawson is gonna make a big it could allegedly make a big appearance in her podcast, coming clean into certain situations. Now, this is not as friends, but most likely co-workers. But I feel like it's more Shane Dawson than anything. I thought it was Colleen, but then my energies and Lilith said it was most likely to be Shane Dawson or even Jeffrey. But it's more likely to be one of those big celebrities that she had a fallout with. Coming clean or something. Now, I do feel that allegedly she needs to be careful what she says there and how she appears, because again, cancel culture is a thing, and she could actually just be seen as self-absorbed. So she needs to be careful how she says things and the comments she says. She's actually manifesting her dreams. I also see for her, allegedly, in the future, this is unrelated to her podcast, more about her. She could be betrayed by her husband in a way, shape, or form. Allegedly, is calling about betrayal. So at this point, it could be cheating or allegedly anything else. I do see, yes, allegedly she could be breaking up with her husband in the future, allegedly, due to cheating or cheating scandals. But there's a big scandal surrounding her, connected to her relationship, and also some people that she decided to bring into her podcast, allegedly. So again, she needs to be careful. Of course, this hasn't happened yet, and everything is fixable. So hopefully, she makes the best decisions for herself and her channel. I do see that this impulsive rush into bringing this big person, that controversial in a way, shape, or form. It's gonna give her views, but also allegedly it's gonna make her look. People are seeing her as, she mature, she learned from her mistakes. So far she has, but then allegedly going back to that route, people be like, oh my God, Trisha never changed. So at this point, people are coming to terms into realizing that she has allegedly changed and grow out of stuff. And then if she were to do this is a big controversial. I see either or. Like I said, for Colleen, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, Nikita, or even freaking James Charles. Is somebody controversial that people don't really like. Okay? And allegedly, maybe whatever has been talked about, and this could create a lot of controversy, and where people now see her as what they used to see her before, as people wouldn't take her as seriously. So so she needs to be careful what she does, because allegedly she has rebranded herself in a way in the eyes of people, and she needs to keep it like that. Otherwise, it was all for nothing, I guess. And maybe she will give in to that, because she was feeling allegedly like oh, my views are not getting there or something. But she needs to be careful. Her podcast is gonna be fine, but if she doesn't make right decisions, her podcast could get, I wouldn't say completely canceled, but allegedly it's just not going to be as worth it as she thought it was. Let me get that card. Got the card. But anyways, I know this could be random, oh my God, this is it makes no sense. You know how many readings I predicted it way before it happens, that according to people made no sense, and then they happens. I have some screenshots of them in my community, and you can also feel free to scroll all the way down and see. You can scroll down on the videos and see. But I do see allegedly that she's gonna end up possibly single, and she's gonna feel vulnerable and lack of confidence because of who he allegedly could have been cheating with. It seems to be a younger energy, an Aries energy, to be honest. And there's a possible breakup. Yeah, you see, I do see that she possibly divorcing her hubby, allegedly. I'm so sorry for her in the future because of a cheating scandal. Somebody is a female who's younger, and she has long black hair. It seems like he was quite stubborn, and again, allegedly, if he wasn't honest, of course. but I do see like her relationship is gonna end too in a couple. I do feel like this situation, right, could happen anytime, to be honest. But if we have to put a timing on specifically, I see number 8, so this could be 8 months, 8 weeks. But if not, it's something important allegedly on number 8, and she's a very strong female, and it seems like he may try to get her back, but allegedly she won't come back to him. And at the end of the day, I feel like she's gonna have a lot in her plate. I feel like she needs to be just going back to her podcast. She needs to be careful who she decides to go with, and you know, even if it's views friendly, but I do feel like she needs to dedicate herself to, you know, better things and all that. But I do feel right here that eventually she will find somebody else that's a Aries, that's a man, is younger energy than her. But it's gonna go after a little bit of her divorce or so. But allegedly, she is gonna break up with her hubby because he allegedly cheated. There's gonna be cheating scandals and screenshots and everything of the situation. So, and I see, like I said before, number 8. Let's see what the universe says. You know, this was about her podcast, but it ended up being both, so might as well, you know. That's why I put the title I put. So, I don't even know, what is this? Okay, that's the, okay. It looked like a 4, right? This is Jupiter. Jupiter. So the planet here is the situation, and this represents Jupiter, pertaining to luck, good fortune, what propels you forward, monetary values, prosperous events. So her stuff could look good. Let's see. But she needs to be careful what she does, you know, with her podcast. Now, who she invites, should be saying. What is it? Zodiac signs. Zodiac signs she got here is Aries, and this is the emotional side. Impulsive, competitive, quick reaction, stubborn, releasing what no longer serves you. And then we got the house, which is 5, and this represents the area of her life, represents womanhood, feminine cycles, pregnancy or hobbies, creative disciplines, or fun activities. So with this said, this is the end of the reading for them. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any other suggestions of any other artists, let me know, babes, and I will do it as soon as I can. I want to remind you guys, you can follow me on IG. Description box below is the Instagram link, TikTok, my website for personal readings, and my Spotify. Please listen to my podcast. It's going to be in the description box below. I do it in Spanglish for both languages, but hey, thank you so much for the love and support. A reminder that I never message anybody on any platform offering readings or anything. So be careful with scammers. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Love you. And don't forget to like and comment, okay?